Cool. There you go. Oh, man. Gonna wait for people to show up, guys. Gonna share this around waiting for Ralph right now. Share. All right, guys, just waiting on Ralph and sharing this around. Let's see. Let's see. Oh. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I didn't even see anyone popped in. I'm just waiting on Ralph. How's your day going, man? Let's see. There you go. Piaz, if you don't mind, could you share it in the Discord when you get a chance, my guy? I got some cool stuff to show you from the show I went to today too, man. I'll have to bring that out next stream. Let's see. There you go.
What's up?
Yo, what's good, man? How you doing, buddy?
What's good? Let me get my mic going here.
Oh yeah, I didn't even get to set up my mic ski, man. I got too caught up at that card show today, so I ended up coming home a little bit later than I was expecting. But I thought that Hogan was pretty nice, man.
That Hogan was pretty cool. I mean, I don't know, all the Leaf Hogan. I mean, I got Leaf Hogan, but
yeah, that's the thing. It's like, you know, Leaf has some cool stuff, but it's like kind of hit or miss, you know.
Do I sound different if I go like this?
What's up?
Do I sound different talking into it like this?
No, you sound fine.
I don't even know if this thing's working.
Well, hey man, either way, it's entertainment. I'm gonna. Oh shoot, I gotta update freaking whatchamacallit, fucking Peacock in order to play it. I was trying to put on the Hall of Fame, so
I got a hot mic.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know. I don't know if it's working through the mic or.
Oh no, you're good. I mean, you sound fine to me, dude.
Let me walk away. I want to see if we can still hear it.
Okay. You know we're live, pal. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh shit, are we?
Yeah.
Oh well, fuck. Sorry.
Hey, L-Star, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah, dude, we're live. Remember, like when you're up here, it's like we're live. How you doing, Lance?
Guys? Welcome to the preview.
Welcome to the preview, pal. So, dude, I started late, but I was able to catch up watching SmackDown. I have to say, already one of my winners of the day has to be Legado del Fantasma and Santos Escobar getting the rub off of Rey and doing the whole Latino World Order again. If they end up running with that, that's a pretty nice come up for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely better than what they're doing now, which is nothing.
Yeah, exactly. You can only go up, you know. I will say, I was watching the Andre the Giant Battle Royale and seeing Hit Row just get so crazy jobbed out was just reminding me, it's like, why did you guys even bring them back? Not to say that I think that they should be winning or anything. I'm just confused why they're there in general.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of those Vince guys that he fired and came back are doing, most of them are all doing nothing. So, you know how I feel about that, but.
Yeah, I'm good, L-Star, man. Just got back from a card show. I like that. Andre the Giant Battle Royale in general was kind of a little wonky. You could see Braun Strowman calling out some of the spots at the end pretty loudly, which was interesting.
Yeah, those things are always tough to manage, especially when you have 30 people in the ring at once versus a Royal Rumble where people are scattered coming in.
Yeah, true. It's kind of
you're-
just they got to clear it out. They put Bronson Reed over pretty strong though. For some reason.
I mean they've continued to like push him like that, but I don't know. I don't see them. I don't really know what they're gonna do with him. I like the battle. I like the second half of the battle royal. The crowd was really feeling LA Knight. So,
Yeah, LA definitely. You can tell people actually are starting to really pick up behind him, which is nice to see because the man's entertaining. The people really wanted him to win, and it's
he throws some
hopefully
pretty
they
good
build up
working
to-
punches too.
What's up?
He throws really like good working punches. Like I
Yeah,
never
I
really
saw-
noticed it until tonight.
I saw Dolph airball on a couple punches during the battle royale on Otis.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not on the Mania card. But
No,
what did you think
that's
of SmackDown overall?
I thought it was all right. I mean, WWE always has A1 when it comes to the vignettes and helping put, the pieces of the puzzle to the story together. Like I think they do a great job with those montages and all that. But as far as an overall show, I mean, the Battle Royale I wasn't huge on. What is it?
Yeah.
That tag match at the beginning with Viking Raiders and Street Profits having Ricochet and Braun win. I mean, that all those tag teams, I'm kind of just like, I could do with or without. It doesn't seem like they know what they're doing with Braun Strowman in general. By the way, I have to say that is quite the amazing hat you have there.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's like even fucking on right. I don't know if it's the angle. I feel like
I thought you were going for like the TI look for a second.
No,
No, you're not going for the
I'm not
TI
trying.
look.
It's the way it fucking is. There it is.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know why I was doing that.
I don't know, man. That's why you get samples. You got to sample and make sure the goods are good.
Didn't fit well, but yeah. I mean, what do you say, Braun? You were talking about.
Yeah, I was talking about Braun Strowman. That whole tag match at the beginning is just kind of seems like a hodgepodge of randomness put together. What's the whole point of the Viking Raiders or Valhalla or any of that? It seems like they don't know how to book Ricochet in general. Braun Strowman, they just kind of, he was talking shit about Ricochet and then they just put him together. It just seems very like arbitrary.
Yeah, and I have to imagine too that they're paying Strowman pretty well to have come back. And, for him to do that, it's definitely a waste of Strowman because I like Strowman. I think he's definitely one of the better working big men in business.
I mean, you look at him and he's believable, but just the way that he's been booked consistently in WWE hasn't been that exciting.
Yeah. I think the way he booked Ricochet is fine. He can't cut a promo the same as like he's corny, charisma, but he can obviously he can wrestle great. So he got an IC title run beginning last year, puts on some good matches on every week. I mean that's as far as it's gonna go.
Yeah, no, the guy can sell and he's great in the ring. That's never been a debate, but yeah, just the team of them being put together is just. I don't know. It's very blah to me.
Yeah.
In general, as far as Mania, I mean, obviously, night one, there's the headline stuff, but like outside of headline, what's really the match you're looking forward to?
Probably
because like
Logan versus Seth.
Yeah,
Logan versus Seth, Dom and Ray, and of course the tag team match. I mean the titles, if you're counting that as the headline or not, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I don't know. There's three main matches people want to see. The Logan Paul Seth match, I'm really like either way on. I kind of have a feeling Logan's gonna win and have some sort of like random ass celebrity help or some sort of random celebrity cameo type thing. it seems like they're in Hollywood. That's one of the main reasons they even have him there is for clout. So it seems like they're just going to try to. That'd be my guess, is they try to exploit his clout somehow to make the match more interesting or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, well, supposedly his contract's up after on Sunday, so he'd probably resign. He's probably already resigned, even though he said he's not. I just don't know how many more losses Seth can take. He loses every feud he's been in for the past year now, so
that's true. But that's
then
also
he loses to Logan at Mania. I mean, especially now he's a face too. I mean, if he could lose to Logan and then just turn heel after, I mean, it would just start entering Big Show territory then with the face and heel turns. So then on the other side of things, like Logan's coming off of a loss. Granted, it was versus Reigns, but do you want Logan losing twice in a row now? It's a tough call, but
I don't know.
I don't know. I my gut is telling me that
it's gonna be Seth.
I know. I still think as much as I just like say how many losses Seth can take in a row, I think it'll be Logan.
Dude, I just have a feeling it's gonna be Logan, man. If you're like, the whole point of getting Logan Paul is to get clicks, eyes, as much notoriety as possible. Like, him losing is expected, in my opinion. Like, as well as the fact you're in Hollywood, I'm sure he'll try to use his, like, if I were them, I'd use his quote unquote celebrity to bring someone else out to help him get the win.
I'd hate, yeah. I mean, maybe his brother. Like I don't want to see, I don't know, fucking Ashton Kutcher come down and like punch Seth Rollins in the face. I'm just like throwing a random celebrity out there.
Ashton Kutcher, man. That'd be too funny.
No, but I'm saying, if Jake comes down and does it, like that would make sense, Anybody else, I don't want to see that. But
yeah,
maybe just beats him clean. I don't know. I'm waiting for them to throw no DQ on one of these matches. They always do that, right before the show or whatnot. There's really like no, with the exception of Hell in a Cell, everything else is pretty.
Well, they have to make you know that it's serious this time. I mean, that's why they put the no DQ in there. It's because it's serious this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would say like probably of the undercard. I don't know if I'd say undercard, but just the stuff below the top three. That Ray Dominic match. This man Dominic has been picking up. We joke about it and people hate him, but I haven't seen someone quite hated as much as him for a while. Like, people legit hate him. You know, people really resonate with this storyline and don't like Dom. He's been doing his job. I'm not going to sit here and tell you Dom's the greatest wrestler of all time, because that's just an asinine argument. But the man sure is using what he has to piss people off. You got to commend him for it.
Yeah, I mean, he's naturally going to be hated just because he skipped the system. They think he's entitled. And we didn't really get to see much of people like hating him from the jump, because he really came up in the Thunderdome.
Right.
So, that's interesting to me. Yeah, he's great. I mean, his promos have gotten a lot better, and they're still kind of like, I don't know. He's like not a natural on the mic, but he gets that reaction. So I don't give a shit. I think he's been great, and it's a story he's been building for a long time now, which there's not many on the card that have that long-term story building, which is why I'm invested in that match. Plus, it's personal, personal, father versus son. But those are always like the best matches, like the ones that feel personal. And I mean, it doesn't get much more personal than a father versus son match. So, I'm interested to see it. I think Dom will go over 100%. It's the right call.
Yeah, I mean, what else does Ray have to possibly prove? How does him beating his son You know, that's funny to think about right now. Is like a feel-good family moment is Ray beating his son
Yeah, right.
on national television would be the feel-good family moment that people would want. But I just don't see what Ray really gets out of beating him. It would mean so much more to Dominic to beat Ray.
Do you think they're gonna do like a little angle at the Hall of Fame and like he's gonna come out and?
Yeah, that's
I mean, if
actually
they do, it's
why.
kind of tasteless if they do, but at the same time, the Hall of Fame itself is just a fucking gimmick at the end of the day. So, what's it really matter?
Exactly. And to be honest, man, I think, obviously not storyline wise, but, from Ray's standpoint, it's like, hey, man, I'm putting my kid over to the max. You
Yeah,
know, like that's what I'm here for. That's why I'm still wrestling, is I'm trying to get Dominic over so that he has a job for when I retire and he actually, like, can keep doing this. Because currently, like, a lot of his storyline before Judgment Day and him turning on his father was just, being essentially, 1960s Robin to Batman.
yeah.
Oh
And then
boy,
with a weird jealousy over his sister and Buddy Murphy, which is strange.
that whole thing was just, yeah, that whole storyline was interesting. To put
Good
it
old
mildly.
Thunderdome. Kind of miss it.
I mean,
Maybe
yeah,
we'll have another plague come soon, and we can.
like, what if they just had an event where they just, they could do a Peacock only type thing? It's not quite a pay per view, but a special event that was literally just Thunderdome.
I mean, I don't think people want to remember the Thunderdome and the pandemic, but
Dude, oh my god, I think that guy on the Hall of Fame, what you call it, in the Hall of Fame thing, besides behind Wade Barrett, is the actor from the movie Holes.
I don't have it on. I don't.
That's so
I,
random, dude.
I hate the Hall of Fame. It's on Peacock.
Yeah, I just put it in on mute because I was like, like you said, if something else pops up. Oh, Montez with the nice suit, though. I will say that.
I like. Would you, if you were like out there, would you stay? Would you stay for that, or would you just leave?
I mean, dude, I already paid for the ticket.
Yeah.
For me, it's like I paid for the ticket. Might as well check it out. You never know. Like,
I mean,
for me,
it's a really weak class. Oh shit.
yeah. No, it's definitely
I
not
mean,
the
they got
stuff.
Muda in there, which is cool. He's been on AEW and WWE TV this year, which is
Yeah,
nice.
no, it's cool. They're nice. They're giving their props and stuff, but and for some reason, Maria Menounos, her agent's amazing, man. Whoever Maria Menounos' agent is like
Yeah.
legit because she's on what you call it, the beginning of movies at AMC and all sorts of crap.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah,
So,
she loves WWE. She's for a hobby.
oh, she's for the hobby. Well, I don't know. I heard a pretty good someone talking today about the Usos match with Sammy and Kevin, and their whole what they thought was going to happen was that Sammy's still an agent of the Bloodline, and it's all been long overdue. So Sammy's going to come in to screw Cody over at some point. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping that Sammy and Kevin win the titles just
God
because
damn it! That was who said that?
it was this guy I met at the card show.
That was gonna be my controversial prediction because I'm feeling the same way. I'm
Okay.
feeling I'm feeling that that Sammy is gonna turn on KO, and I feel like one of them are definitely gonna turn on one another. I think it's gonna be Sammy, and then Cody will really have the deck stacked against him going into Sunday night, where he'll lose, possibly. I don't know, but it's just weird what KO was saying. Like, I don't know, a week ago on Raw, like, "Oh, let's play your music. Oh, we'll put you in front of the shirt. Oh, sounded like he was like jealous, and they're playing like his music. They're not even bothering playing his. He seems kind of like a lackey in the whole thing, but
yeah, I mean, they definitely.
I could see Sammy turning.
Yeah, I mean, I also feel like that might happen because today watching SmackDown and they mentioned then KO's going to turn on you again.
Yeah.
And blah blah blah, and it's just kind of like.
And
I
then
don't
they
know.
were
They
saying how
leave
you
those
don't have to
little
be blood
nuggets,
to be family. I don't know. So before we get into that, though, I mean, because that's the headlining match. What other matches? Like, we don't care about the tag team showcase. That's just trash they put on every WrestleMania. Something
Yeah,
to get people
it's
in.
a bunch of randomness, and I don't care.
I think Street Profits win. I think they did the foreshadowing already when they came out, and the Usos stared them down. So
I mean, but dude, they should be winning that anyways. The teams that are there, it's just kind of a lot of mid, unless I'm just curious if they're ever going to break him up or at least give Montez his run, because it felt like the Rumble would have been a great opportunity to break him up. One of them could have eliminated the other one. There was a moment where they were losing a lot, so maybe like that was a good opportunity for them to go their separate ways with that.
I mean, if they break them up, Angelo Dawkins is fucked. I don't know what the hell they'll do with him.
People keep saying they think that he's going to be all right. I don't know.
Yeah, probably more people at the card show you spoke to today.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember somebody
so.
I was in the stream on Whatnot, and they were like, "I think he's going to be bigger than Montez," and I'm like, "I don't know about that one."
So forget. What about? So what do we think about? I mean, the whole card itself. I don't know about me. Like, I'm excited for Mania, but I think the building and the storytelling for most of the matches has been atrocious, and just like I was expecting more from Triple H. But at the same time, last year my expectations were very low for Mania, and I thought Mania was great last year. So maybe that's the new thing they're doing. Low expectations, and then you watch and you're like, wow, that was great.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think, especially with the Cody and Roman match, I'd almost be kind of, I don't know if the word disappointed is the right word, but just not as excited as I feel like I should be.
Yeah, I'm not feeling
one. The buildup hasn't been like anything too exciting, in my opinion.
Buildup's been horrible. There's been nothing. They haven't even touched.
But in their defense, he did get injured, so that kind of hurt the whole buildup.
I know, but you've had since the Rumble to do it. I don't know. Split Cody's head open and backstage. Do something. They haven't touched. Normally, like, there's been feuds where, they haven't laid hands on each other. You're like, whoa, I can't wait, to see them fucking go at it. And, like, I'm not getting that from this, even though they've never even, like, thrown hands or nothing. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, the build's been terrible. It's mostly been Heyman and Cody,
Yeah.
Tonight was hard. I mean, I thought Rhodes' promo was good towards the end when he was rapping for a second. I thought that was really weird and cringe.
Yeah, Cody, I will say, even back into his AEW days, sometimes we'll have some segments. Like, he'll be great, don't get me wrong. Then there'll just be a segment where he just gets, like, super cringe. And you're just like, ugh, But
yeah.
When he hits, he hits.
Yeah, I mean, he finished the promo strong. But then, yeah, I don't know. When Reigns just came down, just was go acknowledge me, like fuck off, like it was just whack, like I didn't get that, like, oh, that big fight feel. Like I'm not invested. I want to see it, I'm curious, but I'll tell you this: Logan Paul versus Reigns, the whole storyline was a lot better than this. I hate to say it. I was invested in that. I'm like, oh, I want to see this more. I mean, also, because like, Logan is whatever, he's new celebrity. What you want to see how he fares up. But I just thought the build was better, and I was much more intrigued to see that than I am Cody versus Reigns. The build has been terrible. I mean, you remember back in the day, you had Rock Austin, Michaels, Taker, they'd be at each other's throats for a month or two until Mania hit. And you don't get any of that with this. And it's also, too, with like Charlotte and Rhea and Asuka and Belair. I mean, horrible. Barely any interaction between Rhea and Flair up to Mania. And interaction between Belair and Asuka has been the same thing every week. They're just standing next to each other, looking at the sign until Asuka kicked her in the face last week. So
yeah, no, the buildup hasn't. I don't know. I think at this point it's one of those things too where it's WrestleMania, so people are just like, people are gonna come out regardless. People are gonna hype the matches up regardless. Sorry guys, I actually live in the city, so you'll end up sometimes hearing some wildness go down in the background.
That's all right.
There you go. But yeah, there's nothing I'm really like. I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm obviously excited for the Cody match, but it's still, I don't know. Still, that's not as excited as it should be. The Usos Sami Zayn match, we all knew it was coming. It was announced last week. It's been getting built to. Honestly, I'm really hoping the Usos lose because I just want to see Jay go on his own. See if he can do anything interesting with him. He's had glimpses of doing great stuff. He's been put in these situations, honestly, because Jimmy's been suspended a lot. So Jay's had to be put by himself.
Yeah.
I think he's thrived in those situations. So I'm looking forward to seeing if they let him run and take the ball by himself for a bit. That I think would be great.
Yeah, I mean, people like him. He cuts a good promo. I don't know how big a single star he could be, but I don't think we're gonna see it for a while. I don't think the Bloodline story's done yet.
Oh no, I'm waiting for something interesting with Solo, man.
Yeah,
it just seems like it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't. Well, let's finish night one, right? Because then we're just gonna keep talking. We don't care about these matches. Damage Control versus Becky Lynch and her grandparents. What do we? Nah, Trish looks amazing. Lita looks a little rough. We don't care because they're they're great. They're great women. We love them. Do we care about this match?
No, yeah, I do. I feel like though most likely it's going to be a feel good moment with Trish or Lita getting the pin over probably Dakota Kai would be my guess.
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to go with the rumor mill here that Trish Stratus is going to turn heel and it's going to help Damage Control win.
I mean, that would be great if Trish actually came back and had a role for if they actually gave her a heel run, that'd be great. I just was kind of at this point taking it at face value, but I hope that they do something like that. That'd be nice and refreshing.
Yeah, I think they are. I mean, they don't even let Trish get a word in the other night. You can see they're telling her a word at point. I don't know. I could see that happening, and yeah, I mean it's nice to get Lita and Trish back in there. Damage Control's had a nice run for a female stable. Becky's pretty entertaining. Kai and Io put on good matches. So, I mean, it's the best you're gonna get, from a women's stable at this point. And they're over, and they're in a match here in Mania. So good for them. Damage Control, with the win. What else we got? So, Charlotte Flair versus Rhea. Where are you at on that?
I think Rhea has to win. I think it's got to be Rhea. I think I don't know. In theory, it just seems like I know Charlotte's run hasn't been that long, but people love Rhea. This is the time they could put the rocket behind her. I think that her long-term appeal is going to be better than Bianca. She already seems more popular than Bianca, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I just think it has to be Rhea, man. Realistic. And then honestly, the more Charlotte loses, the more she can up how many times she's been champion. Because don't get me wrong, Charlotte's great in the ring, and I got lots of respect for her, but I'm really hoping they just do the right thing and put it on Rhea.
I agree. I think Rhea's gonna win. Because Rhea's at that point too where it's she's not losing steam, but I feel like she was a lot hotter a month ago. So, now's the time, like you said, put the rocket on her. If you don't, you're just going to miss out. So I think Rhea's going to win. I think they probably see that too. So
yeah, you don't
the build to that's been shit too, though, like we've said.
What is?
The build, the Charlotte versus Rhea build.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they're just banking on the continued build of them having fought at WrestleMania previously, which...
Yeah, I forgot they even fought.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's kind of a reach on their part to assume people are going to connect that. I know they've kind of thrown that in some of the packages and stuff. I get worried, if Rhea doesn't win right now, is she, like you said, is she going to lose some of that momentum? Is she going to lose some of that interest that people have in her? Because that's another thing. When we were talking about Dominic earlier, when they first put her and Dom together, I was like, this is stupid. I wasn't a fan at all. And now it's like, wow, they've really made this work for them. Judgment Day as a whole seems kind of random with Finn and Damian, but Rhea and Dom have been great together, to be honest.
Yeah, they have. And like you've seen, it's almost like Dom's like been hitting puberty along with her and like growing into like being a man, because at first he was like a little bitch, and like he's still a little bitch, but he's at least like now like, I don't know, taking shots at his father and whatever. Not with the whole jail thing that they threw in there. He's grown into a man. We watched that before our eyes. So.
Oh, definitely. Which, by the way, shout out Piazza.
Yo, what up, Piazza?
Yeah, Piazza in the house. Appreciate you, my guy. I don't know if L-Star's still here. If you're here, guys, shout us out, and I'll
shout us out and tag your friends. Let them know that we're putting on one hell of a show right now for you.
Oh yeah, it's free. I will say it is free, guys. It is free.
It is free.
That is one thing.
Production will be better soon. We'll have a studio eventually. Virtual studio.
I'd love to have a studio, man. That'd be pretty sick. I'm still learning how to use StreamYard.
So Cena Theory, right? That's the last one on night one. Do we care about this match?
Again, another match with not a lot of build up.
No, zero build up.
Not a lot of build up. I don't know if Brohan's here, but shout out Brohan. I don't know. I think they gotta let Austin win. But again, a lot of times I say they got to, like, if we've learned anything, man, there's been a lot of wrestling I've watched where I thought they should have put the rocket behind someone and they haven't. I don't know. I think I'm just going to go with Austin Theory and hope for the best here. Because realistically, but you know what? I don't know, man. Having said that, having Cena come back with that damn spinner U.S. title that he'd probably bring back if he won, like, it'd probably be good for the U.S. title for Cena to win, actually, to kind of like make people kind of remotely give a crap about it again.
Yeah, I mean, first, I don't think Cena has a schedule to do it, and I mean, you want a part-time wrestler with a secondary title when you have your heavyweight championship, which is now undisputed. So like the Raw would be missing a title more or less. I think they're gonna do some funny shit, like stuff I've like heard too, and like kind of agree. Like, I don't know, maybe Cena does win tomorrow, and then night 2 only has 6 matches. Maybe he does an open challenge, right, on night 2, and
Jay White, you said?
No. Listen, I mean, that guy's not coming at Mania. It'll be fucking crickets. On Raw, you'd get a better reaction.
I don't think people would care enough at a Mania or anything like that as much as I do.
You get the international crowd. That's the one thing. But like, you'll have an international crowd at Mania, but it will be different. Like, the stadium versus a venue pop, for that guy would be totally different. So if you do bring him, then I don't even know why I'm talking about this. He's not fucking coming. So put the end of it. Like, that's it. He's not coming.
You don't think he's coming to WWE, period?
No. Why? For what?
I don't know, man.
I mean, like, look at all these guys they have that they can't do anything with,
I mean,
Cross.
That's both companies. Both companies, there's way too much talent.
It's too much talent, and like, I don't know. I'd rather see some of those guys get a better run than Jay White coming in.
Yeah, when I keep hearing people talk about Jay White being in WWE, it just kind of confused me because, like, where exactly would he fit in? His best case scenario, I feel like, is being in contention for the USA or Intercontinental title, and that's about it, barring him just somehow getting crazy over. But I just, like you said, there's too much going on. I don't see him above AJ Styles or any of those types of guys, or Finn Balor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think for the Cena match, like I don't know. I think it would be interesting I think it would be interesting if he won on Saturday, did the open challenge on Sunday, and Austin Theory answers it and like annihilates him prior or does something and regains the title. Like that would be a WrestleMania first, you know. That would put a lot of heat on Theory, a lot of heat. So
I mean, that wouldn't be the worst, man. They got to do something to elevate Theory with Cena there, man.
because yeah, I mean, I think they would have to do something like that. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Cena on night one, and I think because beating Cena is not enough. Like I don't like for there's really gonna elevate him. Cena comes and like he pretty much takes L's all the time, with the exception of that SmackDown match he had. He comes just takes L after L, So is it really gonna elevate you that much? I mean, as good as Cena is, not like being a Rock. It's not like being a Stone Cold. It's not like being an Undertaker, So I think if you wanted to get a lot of heat on Theory, that's what you do. You'd have Cena with night one, open challenge. You hear Michael Cole go, "Oh, first open challenge, Mania history, blah blah blah." Theory answers it, crushes him somehow. You get a ton of fucking heat.
True. Dustin Brohan stopped in Ralph and
oh, what's up, Brohan?
Brohan saying, "Oh, I forgot I can do this." He's saying, "Look at that, man! Enough former Bullet Club members, they can have their own WWE faction of it."
Yeah, they could. He saw Gallows and Anderson tonight. I forgot they're even in WWE.
Yeah, right. And it's funny though because I was watching that battle royale, and you could see like Anderson gets thrown out, and then they go to Gallows, and you could see him telling the guy to throw him out. Like that happened a couple times during the battle royale where I could see guys telling the other guy to like, especially Braun Strowman, like I said earlier, it's like, throw me out here.
Yeah, it's interesting with them. I mean, AJ got hurt, and then now like their jobs were just to reform the club. But like, I feel like they're a solid team. Like I'd much rather see them than Eric and Ivar get the TV time they get. But
yeah,
they don't let and they're I mean they're entertaining. They don't let them get their personality out or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know if the main roster really likes. I mean, main roster crowd they really are into them.
You talking about Eric and Ivar?
No, Gallows and Anderson.
Oh, I don't like either of those two tag teams, man. I don't get why they even brought him back. It just seemed random to me where it's like, what are the peaks of some of these guys? Like the peak of the Viking Raiders. Like, I don't see them good enough to be tag champions. How many ways can you bring them back and Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows? Okay, their best case scenario is being AJ Styles homies.
Yeah.
Like you don't see them being a legitimate tag title contender anymore. Having said that, the tag titles aren't taken as well. I mean, the Usos definitely have it, but the rest of the tag division's kind of non-existent almost. It's kind of a random hodgepodge of teams. Obviously, New Day's always there, but there's a lot of teams where you're kind of just like very blah.
Yeah, and like you think about like who they're gonna bring up and like Pretty Deadly. So I don't know, like you bring up Pretty Deadly. Let's just say the Usos are champions. Like, is that believable? I mean, they're popular in NXT. They come up and they're gonna beat the Usos. Like the tag teams that are even cooking up in NXT. Like, I don't see like any of them coming to the main roster and doing anything.
Oh yeah, the Creed brothers. I don't really see them doing anything at all when they come up.
If they get a mouthpiece, they could be good. I mean, the Creeds are legit athletes. Like
yeah,
they're.
I mean, dude, if you put like, I don't know, you put them with someone like Kurt Angle or Gable Steveson or some shit. I don't know. But Gable, I don't even know what the hell. Supposedly he's supposed to show up after Mania. Whether that happens or not, it's a completely different story.
So you got so final prediction, Cena Theory. Who you got?
I think it's going to be Cena. I think they're going to want that feel good moment in night one.
Yeah.
Of Cena holding up the title and everyone just going home happy and feeling really good about themselves and blah blah blah. I just think WWE can't help themselves.
I'm gonna go Cena night 1 too, and then he's definitely will do an open challenge the next night, and either Theory comes back and beats him, or LA Knight comes and beats him. What if LA Knight comes?
Dude, I love LA Knight, man.
They love him too. You could see they're like
people. He can talk. He's legit entertaining, man. There's not a lot of people that are just naturally entertaining.
Yeah. But I don't know. And then you got Usos. So we talked about that. Who do you think's going over? Usos or Zayn and Owens?
I really want to say Kevin and Sammy. I really want to do it, but I feel like it's just going to be the Usos again.
Yeah, I'm going to go Usos too.
I really want to say Kevin and Sammy because, like I said, I really want to see Jay do something on his own. I just feel like, I don't know. Sammy's too much of a question mark for me to be willing to put my chips into that basket right now.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go Usos, and I could see Sammy turning, and then.
I mean, I could see any of them turning, man. They've turned a lot. That's the thing. It's like,
yeah. I mean, something's got like, because what does Sammy do if they win? So then they win the tag titles, and what the fuck did they do?
Right.
What did they do? They battle Bloodline for a month and beat them again, and then they go and face the Viking Raiders.
Yeah.
I
don't know if they're gonna to tag my guy, but if Mello was gonna tag, I would assume it'd be him and Trick Williams. Even though I will say they had that sick picture of Mello, Montez, Angelo, and there was someone else with MVP. I think it was Omos or someone where it was kind of like the Hurt Business 2.0.
Yeah,
pretty upgraded. Besides Bobby not being there, very much upgraded. Looked pretty cool.
Fuck is up with this hat?
So, by the way, Ralph has these hats for sale that you can buy off him during.
No, they're not for sale. They're just giveaways, and they don't even stay in your head right. So.
Okay. No, Piazza definitely would be cool, my guy. It definitely would be cool. Yeah, I feel like they're really going to want to have that. I don't know. Like you said, I just feel like it's going to be Usos. I just don't, like you said, I don't see where they really go with it. It doesn't really seem to have any meat on the bone there. All right. So the clusterfuck, that's the first match of day 2 of all the women's tag teams.
Cares.
Yeah. I would just assume
how many, what is it? This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 5. This is a 5-way match?
Is it 5 or 4? I thought it was 4. 1.
Yeah, it's 4. It's a 4.
3. Yeah. 4-way match. I mean,
Ronda. There's no way to put Ronda in that stupid match and not have her win. So it's such a. I'm gonna make a drink first. I need a drink for night 2. Hold on.
Yeah, drink for night 2. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't like how they keep making Raquel lose. I really think Raquel is like, they're nothing alike in terms of styles, guys. But Raquel and Montez seem like those people that are just kind of all they need is a little bit more of a push. All they need is WWE to just give them more of a push. It's just not. They keep being so close. They both had moments at the Rumble. They both had other moments where it just seems like they could be kind of those next up. And both of them are believable too. So I really hope that they get it figured out. But
yeah,
when they're going to pull the trigger on Raquel or Montez, I just need to know.
Well, I'll tell you when they're going to pull the trigger on Raquel. Never. She's bland and boring, and she's an ogre. So, sorry there to everyone who likes her and the whatnot community. I mean, keep buying her cards up. You've seen her value drop considerably. No, she sucks. No.
I mean, Ralph, I disagree, man, because there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys who are just like big
Now
muscular dudes.
Montez is great.
No, Montez is great, and he's good on the mic. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying with Raquel, to me, like, just put someone to talk for her, man. There's been big people.
I agree, but I feel like we say that too much. Like Cesaro, give someone to talk to. They gave him Heyman, and he couldn't get like. Some of these people are just gonna get over it. It doesn't matter who you put with them. I know it's always like a easy like, and I'm accused of saying it too. Give Oscar a mouthpiece. Give this. But like, I don't know. Sometimes this doesn't work. I think she's fucking boring. I think her matches are boring. I think her look is boring.
I don't know. I feel like they could package her a little bit better to help her succeed more. What they're doing right now is kind of just.
You know what they should do? Dress her up like the Giant Gonzalez. That would be interesting. Put her in a bodysuit like that.
So she
call the Giant Gonzalez's daughter.
But she changed her last name to Rodriguez because her last name.
Go back to Gonzalez and say she's the long lost daughter of Giant Gonzalez. Throw her in the bodysuit and have her do something like that.
I mean, they're probably getting more over than she is now.
Match. I'm upset that they put Ronda in it. I mean, Ronda's hurt, so I mean, this is such a waste of Ronda Rousey. It's mind blowing. Don't care who wins. It's going to be Shayna and Ronda now. And who do you got?
Who do I got? I mean, it has to be Shayna and Ronda, man. I don't know. Like, I know that Ronda asked for a run in the tag division. I don't know. I think she's just doing that because she's like tired of having matches by herself, and Shayna can carry some of that load.
She's friends with Shayna. She probably wants to give her a rub.
Oh no, definitely. I hope it works.
Shayna's like 42 years old. I didn't even know she was that old. She's
old. Yeah, I hope it works for her too because I have a bunch of Shayna stuff. So
you might go up dozens of dollars if she gets a nice run.
Hey man, that's dozens of dollars.
Dozens of dollars. And you got a lot of it, so you'll get.
Yeah, dozens of dollars over dozens of cards adds up to hopefully hundreds of dollars.
Wow.
They can buy more that's the hope. Speaking of big people who need mouthpieces, we got Brock Lesnar versus Omos coming up after.
Love it. Excited.
Wow, Piazza. Wow. I'm not going to share that post Piazza just said.
What did he say?
Yeah. I'd rather not say on the PG stream that we are having here currently.
Yeah, I can't talk about that shit. I'm very intrigued with Lesnar versus Omos.
I want Omos to win. I'm going to say it.
He's going to win.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah. 100%.
I said that in a couple streams and people were giving me shit about it. Like,
100%. Yeah.
What else? If he loses again, what's the point? They made him lose to Braun Strowman for some reason.
Well, think about it. He lost to Braun. He had the match with Bobby last year. He has all these big matches and he keeps losing them. So they can't do it to him anymore. Unless he's gonna be a jobbing giant like how he was. Like, listen, Brock doesn't care about taking L's. He's taken plenty. I didn't realize that WrestleMania 35. Remember him versus Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
Remember he had the Universal title match? It was in the middle of the show. And they had like a pre-match brawl, and then he lost to Seth under 3 minutes. And the following year, he lost under 5 minutes to Drew in the COVID mania. So, yeah, Brock has no problem taking a loss. Omos needs it more than him. Probably be some trickery that leads to Omos win. It'll be about a 4-minute match. Omos will eat a couple Germans, and then whatever. Omos wins. That's my prediction.
I mean, Brock doesn't seem to like to have longer matches anyways, given, now he's on this abbreviated schedule. Most of his matches seem to be on the shorter side anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm hoping that they do the right thing and they put Omos over because, like you said, at a certain point, if he keeps losing, he's going to be useless.
Well, yeah. And listen, Omos has gotten a lot better in the ring. And
he's not bad. He just, they don't really have a defined character for him besides just being really fucking tall.
You don't need one, though, when you're that tall.
I guess, but, even the way they dress
I
him just
mean,
looks kind of weird sometimes. And when he was with AJ, they had him doing some random goofy stuff too instead of being serious, which kind of took me out of it a little bit too.
but you think about all the big men in the past, other than like Undertaker and Kane, really, really, 7 foot plus, which hasn't been a crazy amount of them. Which ones really had defined characters?
Yeah, I mean, what really was Big Show's character besides just
He's
being tall?
in WCW was Andre the Giant's son, which is hilarious. Is how they introduced him. But yeah, I mean, he's just big. Andre Giant, he didn't have a defined character. He's just fucking big.
Right.
If you give defined characters to Giants, they become like Isaac Yankem or like Luchasaurus. I mean, you like Luchasaurus, but I mean, it's a stupid character.
So, dude, I was just waiting for you to somehow dig on AEW, man. It always seems like
I'm just saying. And even like Kane, like, if Kane didn't debut like he debuted during the Hell in the Cell, like, even that could have been a stupid character. They tried to bring a guy like Mordecai up. Remember Mordecai? He was big fucking giant, stupid character. Like, Omos is fucking big. That's his gimmick. All right? He's 400 pounds.
And he wears that random ass bodysuit thing they have him wear. I don't know, man. They should just give that man a massive suit and let him just rock.
I mean, Kevin Nash was a giant, but he could cut a promo. He was, he was good.
He was good, man. I mean,
Kevin Nash, easy. It's not easy being that tall. So, I don't know. Omos wins.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so. It's not like, oh, hey, Mamista, how are you?
Hello, Mamista.
Yeah, right, dude. We mista Mamista. It's been a minute.
We mista. We mista. Edge versus Finn Balor in Hell in a Cell.
Again, I hope it's Finn. I heard some people mention that this might be Edge's last match. I don't think so. I think they would hype it up
it's not.
A bit more. But I hope Finn Balor, since he's bringing out the demon too,
Yeah, I hear rumblings that they're going to bring Gangrel out.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, this is one of those matches where this is long-term storytelling, but it's just been a shitty story, and I don't care fucking less. I care less. I really could.
But realistically, in WrestleMania, how many matches do you actually care about? Like, I kind of care about the Dom Ray match. But
I know.
Outside of that, like, I care about the Cody Roman match to see if my Cody cards go up in value. Besides that, I don't.
I mean, having said that, I don't care about the match. I am looking forward to the match because it is Hell in a Cell. It is they're using the old cell. You're gonna have Finn Balor versus like Brood Edge. I'm also excited because hopefully this fucking terrible feud ends. Hopefully it's the blow. There's got to be the blow off, right? I mean, it's Hell in a Cell. So what do you do from here? I don't think Finn Balor's gonna win. Edge is gonna win. And that's gonna be that. Finn beats Edge. What does it do for Finn? Not much.
I mean, what does it do for either of them, to be honest? And let
alone, I'll tell you what it does for Edge. I mean, Edge is on the. You don't want Edge to like start entering the Cena territory when people beat him. It doesn't mean anything, and I still think beating Edge could mean something, not for much longer. So I don't think he should lose to Finn on this. It's not going to do anything for Finn. If Edge is going to take an L, it should be to somebody who needs it. Finn doesn't need it, But are we going to see the Demon lose twice in a row? Because he did lose to Reigns as the Demon.
That's what I'm saying. The fact they brought out the Demon, if they're just about to job out the Demon again, that's kind of disappointing.
Well, the Demon, job him out.
The Demon used to mean something.
It meant something, but at the same time, I always thought it was ridiculous. 5'9" guy, some face paint. Like, come on. Oh my God, come on. Like,
oh no, I get that for sure. I'm just saying, like, they did all this stuff.
I like the Finn. I like the Finn version now. In Judgment Day, I think he's got a nice little niche.
I'm kind of just. dwell on it. It's just interesting how a lot of these guys were better in NXT and they come over here and it's just not. I guess when you're in the sea with all the other guys, it's not that interesting, you know.
Hey, Finn came up. They wanted he was hot for a while. That he hurt that shoulder, and that was it for him.
Yeah,
it wasn't his fault. They tried to push him, but the little guy couldn't handle it. That was it.
Wasn't he the first Universal Champion?
Yeah, and then he had to give it up the next night. So it was a shame. He beat he beat a lot of people on that stretch. He beat Roman for that, right?
I believe so, but it's been a minute, man.
Yeah, so Edge wins. This whole terrible storyline finally dies, and we can all go on with our lives, and hopefully they'll have something interesting for Edge to do, because I think Edge still holds value. You know what? I'd like to see Edge versus John Cena again. They always had a great feud. I'd like to see that. If they're gonna have some of these part-timers sometimes, like, let's get some nostalgia back.
Yeah, I just feel like if they're bringing back the part-timers, they're gonna use it to try to get over their new guys.
I know. They said that, but I don't know. I'm just like thinking out loud. Like,
yeah, no, for sure.
What are you gonna do with Edge? All right, triple threat match. Do we give a shit about this?
I do, because I like Gunther. I definitely am a big fan of Gunther. I think Gunther loses though.
I don't. No way. Gunther wins.
Oh no, I could see Gunther losing because I think Gunther's a perfect opponent for Cody after this, whether Cody wins or not.
Oh.
I don't know. I think that they'd be a good match together.
I have to disagree with you. Listen, I like Gunther a lot, but let's let him be the longest. This guy can't talk. He can't talk either. Let's have him be the longest reigning IC champion before anything, to have that on it under his fucking belt. He needs it.
Does he need to talk though for his gimmick?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't necessarily need to talk, but at the same time, for him to like face Cody or in a high profile matchup, he needs to have some sort of distinction and some sort of accolades, and there would be nothing better than him saying, "I'm the longest reigning IC champion ever." Like, he needs that under his belt, so he has to win the match. He's going to win the match. He has to beat the IC record, and then Gunther can go do whatever fuck he wants. But he needs that. So
I don't know. So you think it's going to be eventually Cody versus Gunther for the IC title?
No. No. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying you just said you wanted Cody to face Gunther for the world title.
I mean, I feel like Cody and Gunther are a good pair together. I'm looking at this match as something like, if Gunther loses, I might be more inclined to believe Cody might win the title, because I feel like he'd be a good foil for him. If he wins the title, I'm a little bit more inclined to believe that Roman retains.
I think for Cody's, but I mean, if Cody were to win the title, I think the first match with Gunther, the first feud with Gunther would be boring. Put it with someone good, someone who could talk. Make that a hot fucking feud. Don't pair him up with Gunther. No, I don't see it.
I don't know. Cody's always a glutton for pain, though, man. Cody will take a shitload of chops. He'll do those crazy ass bumps and all the craziness. And Gunther's the type of guy, when you're facing him, people hear that smack.
I like that from Piazza. Gunther, Walter versus Randy. That's perfect for Gunther.
Yeah, I've been hearing Randy might come back too during WrestleMania weekend. That's a hot topic right now. It's a hot thing.
No, I agreed. I think he would have a sick match, but people care more about the builds, more or less. Like, even when you're talking like ratings and being entertained, like, I know they'll have a fucking banger of a match, but it's like, I don't know. I don't want to be bored out of my mind watching them get there. And I just think it would be boring feud. I think the match would be great, but I don't think it would have a lot of steam behind it.
I don't know, man. I will say I wasn't a big Walter/Gunther fan, and then I watched that. I want to say it was a takeover, but I could be tripping. But it was Ciampa versus Walter, and man, they really made me give a shit about them, and I really did not beforehand. And that match had made me really care about them. And I know Walter's definitely not going to win titles for being the most interesting on the mic.
No. Yeah, but I think they why would you take the belt off him? I mean, you would think it is a perfect opportunity. Triple threat, he doesn't have to be pinned,
right?
But it's time. It's time to erase the honky tonk man being the longest reigning IC champion ever. It's a fucking joke. He's been in that record's held this up until now. No, we have to wipe that record clean. Gunther's the man to do it. Gunther wins. Easiest match to call on the entire card.
Hey, I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it. I just feel like Cody versus Gunther is going to be done at some point. It feels like a good. I know you're saying it might not be the best in terms of book.
No, I think it would be a good. I think it would be a good feud, but just not the first feud for Cody. Him coming off winning. We need something sexier than Cody versus Gunther.
I mean, even if that's what I'm saying, even if he loses though, too, you think they need.
So you're saying if Cody loses.
I think if Cody loses, I think regardless, Gunther's a good opponent for Cody, personally.
I think so, too. I just don't think he's a good first opponent I don't think he's a good first opponent if Cody wins. And if Cody loses, I think him going after the IC title is not a good idea because his whole goal's been the championship. So,
right, he's already done the IC thing.
So it would have made sense. I agree that it would be a good feud. I disagree that it'd be a good feud. Should Cody win the title and that be his first feud, I think that would be shitty.
I mean, who would you want him to go against? I don't know. I think Walter Cody's bound to happen at some point, man. It just, to me, makes a lot of sense.
Who would he go against? He can go against Edge. He can go against Randy Orton when he comes back. He can go against, I don't know, fucking run it back with Reigns and have him beat him again. You know, like, so many other people. He go against I don't know. He probably wouldn't go against Seth again.
That's what I'm saying. You want Seth to lose right away again?
No. But I'm just thinking out loud. I mean, those are three people right there he can go against, and I'd rather see him fight first than Gunther. But. So your prediction, you think Gunther loses?
I mean, I want Gunther to win. I don't know. I think he loses though. I think I could see Sheamus picking it up. Sheamus is someone people like who's undervalued. You know, logically, everything you said makes sense about Gunther, and if he wins, I'm going to be happy because I like Gunther.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I get it. Trying to take away the whole honky tonk man thing. It's just
you got it. You have to take it away. You have to.
He's so that
close?
How far off are they?
I think it's like September. You just gotta get through summer.
That's a lot of time. I will say,
it also elevates the IC title even more. And now it's really something.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Why would you end it now? You've given it. The IC title is almost back to being like pretty prestigious.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like Gunther's definitely elevated the title during his reign a lot.
What's Sheamus going to do if he wins it? Fight Drew for a month? No one's going to care.
Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of a problem, though. Outside of the bloodline stuff, there's a lot of just middling type, nothing too quite exciting stuff going on currently. You know?
Yeah. I mean, Randy coming back will help out.
I hope
Maybe
so.
Bring up Riddle, but have him be heel. I don't know. Fuck Riddle. Who knows what's going on with Bray? If he'll be back.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't even want to talk about him because it doesn't make sense.
Hey, you brought it up.
No. I'm just saying like I don't want to speculate Bray at Mania. Belair versus Asuka. I want about this match.
I want Asuka. I mean, I don't know. I don't care. about. I don't care as much about Bianca as I want to. Like, I want to care about Bianca, but I don't.
This is going to be one of my bathroom breaks. It is.
I mean, I didn't call you a liar. I believe you, man.
No, I know. Terrible build. One of the worst builds in a long time. Horrible build. A build I predicted, by the way. I told you it's going to be, we're just going to respect each other up until Mania. Until, someone does something disrespectful. Asuka kicked her in the face. Oh, wow. Fucking.
I don't know. The only way they could really get me to remotely care about this is like, I don't know, maybe if Bianca just fucking lost it. And just, I don't know if you say go heel, but definitely just showed a different side of her. Because currently it's like, her package I just don't really care about. Don't get me wrong. I like her because you look at her like Raquel too. You look at both of them. They're both believable. You know what I mean? They both look like legitimate fighters. So from that standpoint, I like it, but it's just her package so far on the main roster. I just don't really care.
Maybe they'll steal the Muda Shinsuke spot, and Belair will suck the mist out of Asuka's mouth and spit in her face. You think they would do that?
I don't know. That'd be cool. Just anything, man. Bianca, Bianca to me, just I don't know. She's so blah, dude. You know what I mean? Like
Bianca.
To me, like her character is just very blah. I don't really care.
You don't
as
think
much as I want to.
She comes and whips around her ponytail and goes ba 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 ba.
Yeah, I never needed you at all. No,
I go here now.
Yeah, I'm just like,
yeah, I don't give a shit about this match. Asuka wins though. Time to take the title off. Boring.
Plus, I feel like Asuka kind of needs it. I don't know. People really like Asuka, but she's been kind of thrust into, I don't know if I'd say mediocrity, but just been thrust in the middle for a while now.
She's boring.
It'd be nice to elevate her again. I don't know. Asuka I find entertaining to an extent. She's more entertaining than Bianca is.
She's entertaining. She should start talking English.
That doesn't really bother me as much.
I told you, they put the paint on her face. Everyone got excited. It's literally the same shit. She's done nothing different.
Yeah, but it made some of the more diehards happy, so.
Fuck them.
Fuck.
Fuck you. No. Yeah, I mean, it's just so funny that something as little as, like, slapping some paint on your face will, like, make people happy,
Hey, it worked for Sting.
Well, Sting was amazing back then.
His face paint was awesome.
His face paint was cool, yeah. All right. And you got the main event.
The main event.
Roman Reigns versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
I mean, I think the real question is like, if not Cody, then who? I don't see them having.
It could still be Cody, and he doesn't have to win it. It could still be Cody.
Yeah, I don't know. They built it up for so damn long, man.
What?
They built up this Roman Reigns storyline for so damn long. Whoever he loses to, it has to really matter, be worth it.
They've built up the Roman Reigns story for so long, and ever since Cody came back, first words out of his mouth, "I'm here to win the title," which I don't know. Is a story of pretty much anyone who comes back. I'm going to come win the title. Like, same thing with Edge. Edge said he had the story to fit. Like, I feel like they kind of, like, took a little bit, like, of that whole, like, when Edge came back, he was like, I'm leaving on my terms. I'm finishing my story, Like, he was saying shit similar to that when he came back.
Yeah.
Edge is all about getting the title. He was just, I'm here for the title, and that's it.
I mean, but since he said that, he's just been stuck in hell with the Judgment Day.
Yeah. Yeah, if not Cody, then who? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is Cody ready? Cody gets good pops. They like him. I feel like
he wins.
I feel like anytime he's on the mic, his promo at the end again was good tonight, but like, you got to go through that cringe to get there. I feel like his pops are like pretty good. Not, definitely better than a lot, but like, I don't know. You think? I feel like Sami Zayn's more popular than Cody Rhodes, even though he's died down a bit.
I mean, unless they somehow do something at Mania to re-spark that, I felt like they had a lot of good energy with Sami, but I just don't think they wanted to pull the trigger because they've been building Cody up. Like, the reason they brought Cody here was for this WrestleMania. They've been building up Cody for all this. This is what they pretty much gift wrapped him the Rumble, man. How much more could they do for him at the Rumble?
So what do you
I mean,
what's your prediction?
I want Roman to win. That'd be my ideal, is I want Roman to win. I kind of feel like, based off everything, the lack of suitable competitors outside of, Cody, I think it's probably going to be Cody, because I don't know who else, realistically, who else is going to do it. Piazza makes a good point. I don't know how they'd quite do this, but in the long term, separating the titles wouldn't be the worst idea.
Yeah, I mean, they could do a ladder match and someone grabs one, someone grabs the other, they both fall. That's easy to separate them. I don't think they should separate them. I don't know. I think they should separate them after the fact, maybe, not off Roman. I don't know. I've been saying it. I think Roman's going to retain. The summer's coming up.
Yeah, I mean, right? I don't know. I agree with that sentiment, just because realistically, I don't think, like, the build-up's been kind of weak. So ideally, my preference would be Roman to win. I just feel like they're so invested in Cody. It seems like.
But yeah, I mean, you could have Roman win, and then Cody wins Money in the Bank, and they fight at SummerSlam. I think that's perfect. That's what I prefer to see, and that's what I think is going to happen. I think Roman's going to win. Because then, what do you what do you do with Roman then? He takes summer off and come back, and then
I mean, whenever
the bloodline, I feel like the bloodline is as long as you've been telling the story with the bloodline, their story's not even close to being finished, and
there's a lot
of so much more to tell, and I don't think you could tell it without Roman being champion. You can't. You could. I mean, you could continue to bloodline without him being a champion. But if you lose the championship, he's not ahead of the table anymore. It's not this. He's not that. And he still has to hit that 1,000-day mark as champion. Kind of like what I said with Gunther before. Him passing Honky Tonk Man.
Well, he's never gonna pass Bruno, man. It's impossible.
You don't know that. I think he has another year.
How many years total did Bruno reign? It was years, man. Plural.
Yeah, I think he had a 4-year reign.
I don't know.
2,800 days.
Yeah, dude. So, and where?
Wait, but it's hold on. Oh yeah, 60. Yeah, that's long. Yeah, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Well,
so I don't see them ever doing it. I'm not mad at them.
No, he's not gonna do that, but he could go past 1,000 days. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Roman's gonna win.
No.
Cody hasn't struggled enough yet. Have Cody chase him for the summer. They need a big story to tell during the summer. You can't have fucking Cody win the title and then have some stale ass shit.
No, I feel you. I just feel like outside of Cody, I don't see anyone else who's really legit.
And I agree. But at the same time, he'll still be there. He doesn't have to win.
Yeah.
He can win Money in the Bank. I mean, that's perfect. He wins Money in the Bank. Issues a challenge at SummerSlam. Done.
Damn.
Even that, he could even tease it for like a month. He's going to cash in. He's not, like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The interference with Sammy wouldn't be the worst. It would definitely add some more intrigue. They just got to do something, man. Because, like I said, I don't see the end of the light yet outside of this.
Yeah, I would hate to see Cody win the title and then that's it.
Ralph, you have an offer standing for you.
I got 20 on Cody. Let's bet. All right, bet, Piazza. I got you.
Looks like Piazza has adrenaline in his soul. Huh?
What do you like? I just don't know what you do with Cody if he wins it into the summer. The summer to me is big. Cody could win it at SummerSlam, and you have the floor. You got so many things. You got the Rumble. You got this. You got that. Like you could have a couple like bullshit feuds, but the summer you got to stay hot. You have to have a good storyline.
Yeah, and the more
big lead in the SummerSlam.
I mean,
and, I feel like I wouldn't want to see Cody like dick around and fight Gunther or like Kevin Owens or Shinsuke. Like I don't want to see that shit. I don't. I'd rather see Reigns still talking his shit, stronger than ever.
Yeah.
And then at SummerSlam, he gets beat. Then maybe comes back at the Rumble. Rumble.
I hope Cody doesn't get lost in the mid-card shuffle that a lot of people seem to be kind of falling to the wayside for Roman,
Well, if he wins Money in the Bank, he won't.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He was supposed to win Money in the Bank last year. That was really what he was supposed to do, and he was going to hold it all the way till Mania. Or SummerSlam, or whatever the fuck he was supposed to do. He was supposed to win Money in the Bank, though.
Makes sense. That injury really pushed stuff off to the side.
So,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Roman, you're probably right on Roman. I don't know. I just wish some of these stories had been fleshed out a little bit more overall.
Yeah, I agree, but it is refreshing that we've had Roman as champion as long as he's been. Because we've had champions who have had it for 3-4 months and like that's it. Maybe close to a year. But like this is refreshing. This is something that we really haven't seen in our lifetimes as far as watching wrestling. Someone have the title this long. So why not keep it going?
I mean, but just having the combined one, though, it's just a lot of other people are being pushed to the wayside. Guys like Seth Rollins and others are kind of, not able to do as much as they can do because, Roman's bogarting both slots. Oh, look, there's Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. And, like, I enjoyed, when they had the titles split. But I was watching, like, highlights of, like, WrestleMania 20. And I was there the other day. I was watching the other day, but I was there back in the day at WrestleMania 20. And, when Benoit won the World Championship, and then you had Eddie come out with the WWE title, and the World Championship was the main event, and they were just like, they hugged or whatever. Like, I thought it was kind of lame, to be honest, that you have, like, 2 world champions, in the same company. The WWE title wasn't even the main event. It was like the big gold belt. And it just, I don't know, like, it just doesn't feel right having 2 world champions in the same company. I like the one world. I like the one title.
Hey, no. I'm fine.
I think it means more.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that too. I'm just saying based off of how it is now, like, trust me, I'd rather they condense all the belts. They're never going to do that because of TV deals because SmackDown with Fox, they want a belt, and so does USA Network with Raw. But I think there's too many belts in general, to be honest. It kind of dumbs it down that there's so many damn belts. It makes it less special. I like you said, like, it'd be nice to just, not even have the USA title, just have like Intercontinental or one set of tag belts, one championship, just condense the belts into one set of belts versus having.
Yeah, I mean, they almost have it. I mean, the tag of the world, I mean, I don't mind the US and the IC really. I don't mind that. The women's championship might be nice to be combined, but
I mean, to me,
who cares? I actually don't give a. I don't care if they took the women's championship out and they had nothing to fight about. I don't care because they don't put enough into their women's division. I don't care about any of the women's matches. I'm not intrigued with any of it. The stuff, you know, like, and you know, everyone's guilty of it. WWE's guilty of it. AEW's guilty of it. Like, give me storylines I care about, or I'm just not going to care. And that's where I'm at, like, with the women's division, like, the past couple of years. There's just nothing that intrigues me. It's just boring.
I don't know. I'm intrigued by Rhea. I think Rhea's pretty nice.
I like Rhea, yeah. You know what she's most interesting to me? When she scoops slamming guys and low blowing them and stuff. Like,
dude,
that's what I like.
I wish they booked her like China, man. That's literally like, if they booked Rhea like China, I think it would be even better, but they don't want to have men and women wrestling doing intergender stuff anymore.
And that's also the problem with Rhea is, you know, you have her doing this stuff, and then, you know, she's fighting women half her size, and she's been dominant, but, I mean, she should be able to kill everybody, right?
Yeah.
And that was weird when China went into the women's division. But at least when China went into the women's division, she crushed fucking everybody. So.
Yeah, it would have been a little weird having her job out to Sable.
Well, there was interference. Wait, she jobbed out to Sable? Or it would have been weird?
I'm just saying, like, if you had her lose.
I think Ivory beat her, though. Ivory beat her.
It's not really realistic. It's like, that's the thing about China. She was, especially the way the women's division was back then, is she was by far the most believable there. Yeah. Nowadays, there's so many people who actually are believable, you know. Raquel's someone I could see, you know, at some point doing something with Rhea on the main roster, having a program. I wish they did more with her to build up to it, but, you know, I could definitely see it happening. Oh, wow, here's Great Muta. What a suit this guy has on.
Who's inducting? Flair?
Yeah. Hey, good for him, man.
Yeah, good for him. They should have got a match out of him.
Yeah, it's crazy how he never actually did anything with WWF. I mean, he was in WCW for a stint, but
this guy could barely fucking walk. I'm shocked he was even been wrestling. Look at him.
Oh yeah, man.
Poor guy.
I mean, dude, all those bumps take a toll, man.
I know, but he's put on like 2 pretty good matches.
That he did, man. I mean, a lot of these guys could keep going. It's just at a certain point. Because how old is Muta right now? He's got to be at least 60-something.
Yeah. Probably older. He's probably in the 70s, walking like it.
Let's see.
Well, yeah, so I'm going Roman. You're going Roman.
Yeah, you talked me into it. He's 60.
That's it?
Muta. I looked up. Did they give me the wrong person? No, they did. So, yeah. 60. This man's taking a shitload of bumps, though, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This is where you talk about how AEW guys aren't going to have it as tough as those guys back in the day. Dude, some of those stories you hear about back in the 80s, like 70s, when WWE was like starting to super pop in the 80s or whatever, when they would be doing multiple TV tapings and multiple live shows like every week. It's like you barely got any time off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they were putting in work. Now they've got easier schedules for sure.
Oh yeah, because I can only imagine if dude counted how many bumps they took. Probably insane.
That's some fucking mask he's got. It's got like hair with it too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's his like new old guy mask thing he's been doing. I guess he can't grow his hair how he wants to, so now he wears a mask.
Nice. I wonder if he goes out on dates with that. Is he married?
I don't know. Oh,
This guy
there you go.
fucks.
He just had that shit in his mouth the whole time.
What, the mist?
Yeah. Asuka was sized. Asuka was super happy to see the mist.
I'm on a delay. I didn't see him miss yet. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's really crazy. Like he's walking like shit, and this guy just wrestled. Poor guy. Yeah, Asuka like that. They should have missed it at each other.
Yeah.
Some fucking weird fetish shit they got going on. Triple H should have came and done the water.
The water thing, they all just spit together.
Yeah, I'll just spit. Logan Paul, LP, let's go. The Maverick.
The Maverick. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of over the whole Logan Paul thing. He's good in the ring, but I'm not. You're not?
Dude, he gets better every match. It's like crazy to see how good he is.
Yeah, he's good. It's just, I don't know. I just don't really care that much. But he's definitely good in the ring, though. So
you feel bad for the guys and dolls that should be having that spot?
No, I just don't really see where it's going.
He's an attraction. That's it.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I want more. Like, Seth getting that is good for him visibility-wise, but I kind of just want more for Seth.
Is this a hype package on Gunther?
Right now is a hype package on the Real Housewives of something. The one with Larsa Pippen on it.
Oh, this is the this is the promo for the Triple Threat match.
Dude, how nuts is that? I know it's super random, but Larsa Pippen's son is on the Lakers with a dude she used to date.
Who?
Larsa Pippen. She's Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Oh.
Her son is on the Lakers, and there's a guy, Malik Beasley, that she used to date who's also on the Lakers.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So, yeah. There you go.
Weird.
Right? It's kind of, I don't know, the closest thing to have to any Mysterio drama in the NBA. Ever since the Delonte West LeBron thing.
Oh, wow. You really brought that out. Yeah. Yeah. Delonte's mom. Now Delonte's homeless.
Yeah, poor guy, man.
I guess LeBron won.
Wow, Ralph. Oh my God.
I mean, like, yo, but like, if like you think about it, like, if you're like, you're in the NBA or I don't know, whatever. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, you're a guy, and so your friend or your teammate fucks your mom. He's like, I banged your mom, ha ha ha, and you're like, whatever. In 10 years, I'm gonna be a billionaire. You're gonna be a homeless crackhead, and like, that's what fucking happened. So that was like bad karma on Delonte. Look where he is, and look where LeBron is now.
Right.
So that sucks for Delonte. I hope it was worth it.
My God, dude.
What? I mean, when you really think about it, that's why you don't do shit like that.
Yeah, bad.
That wasn't cool.
That wasn't.
I don't even like LeBron. I hate LeBron, but I can understand why he'd be upset with Delonte.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can understand that too. You back to wrestling. Are you gonna watch Stand and Deliver it all tomorrow, or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, not at all.
Yeah, I was about to say you don't sound too convincing.
No, I mean I might like catch the. We got Braun Mello, right?
Oh yeah, I gotta watch that.
I'll probably watch Braun Mello possibly, and everything else. Who cares?
You're not gonna watch Grayson versus Johnny Gargano.
No.
No.
No. I mean, I don't really watch NXT. I watch highlights enough to know like who's up and coming and hot, but like how much wrestling can I? Sorry for you, the purist out there. How much wrestling can I watch a week between Raw and SmackDown, and like maybe catch a little bit of AEW every now and then? Like, come on, And then due to whatnot streams and all that, like I love it, but I draw the line at NXT.
This is the type of hard hitting analytics. Retro nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's like
I draw the line at NXT. I can't watch it. Plus, it's terrible. It's really bad.
We're doing a wrestling preview, but we don't watch all the projects. Okay. Oh man, nah, I feel you, man. Sometimes it can be a bit much, you know. It could be a bit much watching everything because I do love me some AEW, so I got to watch my Dynamite at least every week.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No. Listen, AEW's there's something I want to watch on AEW, I'll watch it. But we're not here talking AEW. We're here talking about real wrestling and WrestleMania weekend.
Wow. This guy. Yeah. Well, it'll be nice when you have this AEW original headlining WrestleMania.
He was in WWE first.
He was in WWE first. This package, though, of Cody, it's like literally verbatim the exact same package.
My dad.
Yeah,
Stop talking about his dad, because everyone's like, why does he keep talking about his fucking dad? Why
they kept talking about it during SmackDown, man.
What?
They kept talking about it during SmackDown.
No, I know, but he would always talk about his dad in his promos. And Twitter and everyone's like, he keeps talking about his fucking dad. Remember 2 weeks ago, he's like, I'm done talking about my dad. This is about me. Like, he said that in a promo. And he hasn't really mentioned his father since.
Mm.
Which I thought was interesting.
I love how they're just showing this ref taking a shitload of bumps.
Remember he had that angle where he shot himself or something?
What, Tim White?
Yeah.
No. Oh, wait, vaguely, because I saw some video on Twitter talking about him trying to eat rat poison or some shit.
Yeah, he had some weird angle like that.
Hey, man, being a ref ain't the worst gig, man.
It's the weirdest job to me in the world. We've already discussed that. I think it's a really strange job.
Like a wrestling ref?
Yeah.
It's an interesting job, man. I will say, but getting to be paid
it's
to go
so
around
weird.
the world.
Imagine you meet a woman or a man, depending on what you like, and what do you do for a living? You're like, I'm a ref. A ref? Yeah, for sport, wrestling ref. What do you have to do? I counted 3. What do you say you do? I'm a fake wrestling ref. So fucking weird. I mean, I know they do more shit. They fucking do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, put the ring together, this, that, whatever. But it's such a weird job.
Yeah, it's definitely a unique job. But hey, if someone told me they'd pay me to travel the world and get a front view to all these classic matches, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, but I don't know. I still don't think I would do it. I'd be too weirded out by my own self. I'd just be too they need I'm sure they have shrines of them smacking, 1, 2, you watch your matches back. Oh yeah, that was a good call I made. Oh, that 3 count was a little slow.
Hey, look how I moved my hand that one time.
I just think they're weird people. They're all kind of weird, I think. What?
Nothing, man. Nothing. I'm just.
He seemed pretty cool, Tim White. He didn't seem that weird. Plus, he was fat ref, which I don't think I've ever seen a ref fatter than him. So I can respect that. What? I'm being real. I think he's the fattest ref in history.
Oh,
I really know fat refs.
Wow.
Nick Patrick got a little hefty towards the end of his career, but and then you got Charles Robinson who's still reffing, which is amazing.
I know, man. That man,
He's a little weird guy too, a little pipsqueak.
dude, hasn't he been reffing since WCW?
Yeah, used to wrestle a little bit with Nate. He was little Nate.
He doesn't look like a day over 40, man.
No, because he gets Botox and shit. He's
Okay.
a strange dude.
I mean, yeah. According to you, he's a ref.
Looks like I don't know. I think
according to you, he has to be since he's a ref. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry if you're watching this and you're a referee out there. I'm sorry. I think you're weird. I'm sorry to say it. I think it's a weird job. I just think there's nothing wrong with being weird. I think you have to be a weird person to do it. You know what? You think the refs are getting laid after these shows and stuff? No. You know, everyone, all the kids are waiting for like the wrestlers to come out in the back of the arena. Oh, someone's coming out. Oh, it's just a ref. You know, just.
Yeah, you're not waiting for Earl Hebner?
That was a real ref for Earl Hebner. He was a good ref.
He was one of the good ones.
Oh, I was watching the whole Jericho Triple H on Raw years ago, the fake finish, or for the title. Remember when Jericho won the title on Raw, and he gave it back like 10 minutes later?
Yeah.
And Earl Hebner was in it. He like pushed Triple H, and then Triple H like, "You gotta give the title back," and he was like, "Hell no!" Like, yeah, Hebner was good.
Dude, Hebner's from I think he's from Richmond, Virginia, not crazy far from me.
Did he die or his brother died?
His brother died. They got fired for like selling like bootleg merch or something.
They got fired for selling chairs to people?
No, it was like T-shirts and crap like that. Like they were selling WWE shit without their permission, apparently.
Yeah, because they don't make a lot of money, which is another weird job to do. You're not even making that much, and you're being this weird ref. This weird ref. Like, how do you even go? How's work going? Oh, not bad. Like, boss says my 3 count's got to get a little faster, or I'm out of here.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking out, bro. I'm done. Hey, you didn't count him out fast enough outside the ring, my guy.
Yeah. Ice your hand down after all. My hand's killing me.
I gotta ice it. Yeah. You gotta make sure those hand tendons are good, man.
What?
You gotta make sure your hand tendons are good.
You think you could go in and ref a match off the jump?
Yeah, the majority of it.
Oh, yeah, I think it's pretty easy. I think you could probably learn it in about a day. What?
Ralph is going heel on all pro wrestling referees right now.
I mean, listen, I know they're mic'd up and they're like, "Yo, go home," you know, and like shit like that. But like, I don't know, it can't be that hard. You don't really need any conditioning. Like Tim White was fat and he was refed.
Oh my god.
He was great. I mean, he was good ref.
I just find it funny. He keeps being like Tim White. He was fat.
But think about it. He's the last fat. When's the last fat ref you saw?
Yeah, there's not many anymore, man.
There's not. There's
not one guy.
He was the only fat ref, which made him special. And that's probably why he's in the Hall of Fame.
Oh my god. Well, if that's the case, I should become a ref. Then they could put me in the Hall of Fame.
Don't say that. You're not fat.
Thanks, Ralph. I appreciate it, my guy.
Let's Google fat WWE refs.
Yeah, I honestly can't name too many off the top of my head.
Todd Sinclair. I don't. This guy.
you legit Googled fat refs in WWE.
Yeah. That guy's pretty hefty. All right, I don't really know
this
him.
Man, he's the William Taff of refs.
Oh, you know who came up? DC, Daniel Cormier from UFC. fat WWE ref. It's just mostly him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Tim White comes up, right? Yeah, he's up there. Yeah, he's like the only one.
Yeah, fat refs.
Nick Patrick, I told you. Yeah, Mike Chioda. He put on a powder too.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone in AEW is pretty skinny too, so they don't got too many.
What's that?
Most of the guys in AEW are pretty skinny too.
I wish they had a midget ref.
Bring
Right?
bring back El Torito.
Somebody, like, I actually think, like, midget refs would be better because, like, if you want it, like, you'd be able to really see if her shoulders off the mat because they're tinier, and you'd be able to squeeze in more and get counts easier. I just think they're like the ideal. It's the ideal body for a ref is being a midget.
So basically, if you ran a promotion, you'd hire Hornswoggle.
Yeah. Holy shit! I'm looking at this right now. I just can't be real. They have referee salaries for 2023.
For WWE or AEW?
WWE. They don't get paid at AEW. Charles Robinson makes $250,000 a year, $5,000 per match, and $15,000 per main event. Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah, that's nuts.
No way.
There's no way I've ever watched a match and been like, damn, they didn't have him ref it or some shit.
I don't even pick up who refs anymore.
Well, I think WWE does that on purpose so that they can pay him less in the future if you don't make him a personality. Like there's that one dude with the faux hawk and the spray on tan. And there's 2 women I've seen recently, but besides that, I don't really know their names.
She's the lowest paid ref out of all. She only makes $50,000. Everyone else makes $100,000 or more. She only gets 50.
Wow.
Oh wait, no. Felix Hernandez gets 50. This ain't real. Someone took their time to make this fake ass spreadsheet to make fake salaries for refs. That guy's weird too. He should probably be a ref.
What if it was a ref doing it to give themselves salary comps?
That's yeah. Well, I could see that happening. They're weird. Smart. I don't know. They're saying refs get paid $80,000 a year, mostly on average, $4,000 per pay-per-view match. Fuck out of here.
I don't know why anyone would ever pay them that much for a single match. But...
No, I could see them making $80,000. That's like nothing, but $250,000 to be a ref.
Hey man, we're in the wrong line of work.
Yeah, I should be a ref. I'm not weird though.
Well, you'd become weird if you became a ref.
I'll tell you what though, I see a lot of candidates on Whatnot that could be refs. A whole ton. See a lot of refs out there.
A lot of refs out there. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, I wonder who's even here still, man.
We're talking to ourselves.
Yeah, unless Piazza's here, essentially. Yeah, they're gonna meet. I don't know. There's some deep cuts here, though, man. There's some deep cuts.
Don't worry. They'll watch it in the morning.
Okay.
They'll watch the replay with before Mania.
They'll put it on with Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, they'll listen to it doing Stand and Deliver, and then afterwards they'll really.
All right. Well, Ralph, while you're here, anyways, what are you watching right now outside of wrestling?
Oh, like shows and stuff?
Yeah.
Love is Blind.
Is that the Nick Lachey reality show on Netflix?
Yeah, I watch all that trash reality dating shit on Netflix.
With Pam, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah. So,
okay.
yeah, Love is Blind is they go into these pods and they can't see each other.
Yeah.
So they build relationships through a wall, and then they muster up the courage to propose to someone unseen.
Okay. Why can't they just ask each other on a date? It's like, no, we need something more permanent.
No, yeah, I mean, even that's extreme. There's a show called Married at First Sight, which they literally have matchmakers get these people together. They never meet each other, and then they just get them married in like seconds. Then they have 2 weeks to decide if they want to stay together and get divorced. But that's like not as good as Love is Blind. That show is like really long. There's a lot of episodes. I don't like it.
You're funny, man. I'm neck deep in The Walking Dead right now. I'm like probably half a season away from finishing the series.
Yeah, Walking Dead's good. I mean, I stopped watching a couple years ago when one of the main characters left the show. But
Yeah.
I watched it like you, as far as like I didn't watch it for when it first came out, and then I started binging it, and then I even read some of the comics. I don't read comics. I just want to know what was going to happen. I started
Oh,
reading the
that's dope.
comics.
Yeah, I kind of want to read the comics after rewatching the show because I heard there's like other stuff that happens in the comics, and then they're doing the whole Fear the Walking Dead and a whole bunch of like spin-off shows too. So
Yeah, I tried watching some of the Fear Walking Dead. I thought it sucked. I just couldn't. I wasn't invested. But I do want to see the spinoff with Maggie and Negan,
yeah,
like
that should be
Dead
good.
City or whatever it's called.
Oh, I'm not even done yet, so I don't even know what's going on yet. So we'll see.
Yeah, well, eventually Maggie and Negan have sex.
Why would you tell me that, dude? I just said I haven't
I'm
watched it.
kidding. I'm fucking with
This
you.
man's ruining everything, bro.
Yo,
They
the
have
look
the
you just
most-
had in your face was like total, like you just.
They
had
have the
rail on your
most.
face,
They
like,
have the most. No, but I can see it. The crazy
I'm
hate.
kidding. No, they never bang. Not that I seen at least.
They,
I don't
I
think
thought you were
they
gonna say they had some crazy hate sex thing going. I was like, oh shit.
No. I don't know where you're at, but where are you at in Walking Dead?
I'm like season 11, episode 15. So there's like probably like 10 or 12 episodes left. I'm pretty close to the end.
Of the whole series, then?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. So put your thinking cap on. I don't think you'd see Negan and Maggie having sex after what Negan did to poor Glenn.
To poor Glenn. Yeah. Honestly, rewatching it, dude, I was sadder when Abraham won.
I don't really care.
Abraham was dope. Abraham, and then also when that tiger died, I was like, not the tiger.
Yeah.
It was
such a good show until they ruined it, which is like any show that drags out too long.
Right. Well, the thing for me is some of the way some of these characters die was just so fucking stupid. It's annoying. It's like, one of the characters literally died because they attacked some zombies they didn't need to attack, and it just randomly bit him, and there was no reason for them to even be there. And it's just like you're watching it, and then it's like we could go home, or we could go into this randomly boarded up building with zombies in it. No, I think I'm good. Let's go in the building, and then one of them gets bitten over fucking nothing again. You're just like, dude, like, some of the ways people died would just be annoying.
They're always doing dumb stuff like, yeah, let's go to town and get meds. All right, let's fuck on these bushes first. Like, they're always doing like weird shit like that, and they always fall for the same shit.
Right, constantly.
I love when Bob gets they're eating Bob's leg. He's like, you like barbecue? He's like, oh, barbecue. Remember when they're eating Bob's leg?
Oh yeah.
He's like, I'm infected.
Right. Tainted meat.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. What was that compound? What was it called?
Terminus.
Yeah, that was crazy when they fucking. Oh my god. Like they had them like they were doing the pig slaughtering with the like. Yo, I can't believe that shit was even on like AMC.
Yo, Ralph, you know what we could do, man? Is like this, but talk about like a season of a show that we both watch and then do a review
of. Yeah, we could do that.
Cause like, yeah, dude, I don't know. I'll be watching the show. I'll be calling my godson, just like, bro, what the fuck are they thinking? This is so fucking dumb. How they keep dying over dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, or like, for example, like, because you talked about the Glenn, so you obviously have seen some of the Negan stuff. Rewatching it and seeing how they like continue, like the fact that Maggie's mad at Negan, I get, right? He killed her husband. But having said that, they killed like 40 saviors, dude.
Yeah.
They killed way more saviors than Negan killed 2 of them initially with a bat. And that was it. Just because the way he did it was more brutal, even though they killed people in their fucking sleep.
Yeah, and listen, like,
but yeah,
listen, they're both wrong. Like Negan makes a lot of sense. Like, he's always like, he has his rules and this and that, but his people stay alive. Where, Rick and their group, like, they don't have like rules per se, and they're always fucking dying. So for like, Negan to do what he has to do to keep his people alive, like, it is just what it is,
Yeah, I think the thing is, if Negan hadn't been melting people's faces and taking people's wives and shit, I think that.
Well, he just wants to have some fun along the way. I mean, it's not an easy job that Negan has. So like, I would want to, you know, experience, have the fruits of my labor in the form of torturing people and multiple wives. That doesn't sound so bad in the zombie apocalypse. I mean, it's probably boring. You don't have your cell phone. You don't have fucking TV. Like, what are you gonna do?
Well, I was just saying though, if you took that out of the equation, right, and just was like, Negan killed 2 of them for killing 40 of, or he killed, I don't know how many it was. It was at least like 20, 30 something, man.
Yeah.
And these people were legit sleeping. A lot of them. So it's like, it's one of those things where somehow Negan was still blamed for that shit for years. When if I were him, I'd be like, bro, like, y'all killed so many of my people. What the fuck was I supposed to do?
Yeah, like Negan didn't know who the fuck Glenn was, Like, he was just like, he literally played fucking E.
Right. I mean, it made sense for him to take out Abraham because Abraham was like on paper like the biggest, But
yeah, listen. A couple people had to die for like the greater good of Negan. Like, he had to keep his people alive. I don't know. Everyone in that show is fucked up at the end of the day. There's no one really good. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I watch a lot of stuff. I haven't watched that in years. I just finished You. New season of You. Handmaid's Tale. I've watched, religiously.
Dude, I saw like the first 2 seasons of that show. It was such a buzzkill.
Show's fucking great.
It's fucking, yeah, it's nuts.
I mean, I don't know. When I watch a show, like, I don't know. I don't really. I guess some people could get depressed from it or whatever, but I think it's a really good show. It's starting to play. I'm starting to get tired of it now, but
it's in that stage where they're having too many seasons of it.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, like, put me out of my misery. And they, cliffhanger every season finale. But I mean, that show's pretty good. You is whatever. What else do I watch? I watch a lot of shit.
I mean,
we binge it. So, I love Squid Games. That's done.
I've never actually seen Squid Games.
Oh God, you haven't seen Squid Games?
Nah, I was. I think I was in Israel when it came out, so I missed like the whole hype behind that.
I didn't want to watch it. I watched that whole season. I think it's like 13 or 12 or 13 episodes. I watched it straight. I started it one day at like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. I don't want to watch this shit. Whatever. Yo. It was like 1 in the morning. I'm like, like half asleep. I gotta watch it more. I watched the whole thing straight through. I loved it. I want to watch it again, but Pam doesn't want to watch it. So, because it's too cool for Pam. Because everyone watches, she's like, I don't want to watch it and, see a glimpse of our future. I'm like, we're not going to go through the Squid Games. I'm like, if we do, that'd be probably kind of cool. Like,
I mean, dude, to be honest, like, that could be one of the things we talk about. I'd watch that from the beginning, because I haven't seen anything. I've just heard, but I feel her on that, dude. Like, for example, The Office and Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right? I couldn't watch either of them for a while because these kids I used to go to college with would like ad nauseum quote those 2 shows. And it just made me not even want to fucking watch it. I eventually watched The Office and liked it, and I've seen some Always Sunny, but like, it was too much, man. I couldn't do it. So
yeah, I tried The Office out. I can't watch it. I think it sucks. And I definitely don't watch it. Always Sunny. I don't like it either.
I
I
never
love
see. Yeah.
Curb Your Enthusiasm is one of my favorites. That and
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
No, Seinfeld's great. I'm probably a couple seasons behind on Curb. I don't know. I finally watched The Office. I thought it was pretty good, but it took a while for me to get into it because cringe comedy is like sometimes a little too much for me. You know, like there's this thing in comedy now where people are like, "What's the most cringe thing we can do? It'll be funny," and I'm like, "Nah, just not really my shtick." You know, like some of these Steve Carell and Ben Stiller movies just feel like to me the movie equivalent of listening to someone scratching a chalkboard.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. I don't watch a lot of movies. I tried watching some Kevin Hart movie the other day. And I just turned it off.
Yeah, no, that's a no go. I mean, I just saw John Wick, but dude, it was like I don't know how it is by you, but in DC, man, it was like almost $18 to go to see a movie. Shit's nuts.
I just wait for it to come on Prime 2 weeks later. It's usually how it goes now.
Oh
They
yeah,
don't. They don't stay in theaters. They stay in theaters, but they're like available on demand like 2-3 weeks later usually. I
yeah.
haven't been to the actual. I think the last movie I saw in the actual theater was Spider-Man, I think, or maybe
Yeah,
Joker.
people only really go for big cinema events now. And to be honest, like with the theater costing like almost $18, like I'm probably not going to go for a while again either. Because I'd rather
Yeah,
all
I
just
wouldn't
wait.
bother. I'd rather watch it at home for that. That's what I watched Cocaine Bear on Prime. Cocaine Bear came out in theaters, and it was on Prime 2 weeks later. So like two
Like
weeks,
you had
I
to
watched.
pay for it or for free.
No, you pay for it. Like I think it was like $18 or $15, which was fine because I'm home and it's not everything for me is double when if I go out and do something. So it was only $18 to watch it, so whatever. And
Okay, is that worth watching?
yeah,
Okay.
it's fucking stupid, but it's funny.
No, but I sometimes fucking stupid movies can be good. Like, look, I was about to say John Wick is worth watching, but like, I'm not as into it as other people. To me, it's kind of just like a generic action movie. The story's not that great. Like, it has some cool cinematography and it looks cool, but the story, like, I don't know, the story to me is very bleh. You know,
I've never seen any of them.
I like the first one because it's all like they killed his dog, so he's pissed off. But after that, I feel like they're trying too hard personally. Other people seem to like it. Having said that, I don't like Fast and Furious, so like I'm not the target demo for some of these types of movies.
Did you ever see Keanu Reeves' bottom teeth?
His bottom teeth?
Yeah, they're really jacked up. I don't know why it doesn't get them fixed. Google image Keanu Reeves' bottom teeth. They're really fucked up looking. Seriously.
I wonder if I can like show his bottom teeth on the screen.
You ever see a movie Knock 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 with Keanu Reeves?
Nah. Well, people have been searching this.
Yeah.
I don't even see him. I can't find him.
You can't find pictures of Keanu Reeves' bottom teeth?
I think I found some. The fact that you know that though is just like
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just a funny thing I know about Keanu Reeves. He's got like fucked up bottom teeth.
Oh my god, dude. That's too funny.
I don't know why he doesn't get them fixed.
It gives him character, dude.
Yeah, he's weird. Yeah,
He's
but
probably a rep.
this movie Knock Knock is it's a really horrible movie. It's about like these two like women that come and have sex with him and then torture him.
Oh, nuts.
That's really probably like their car broke down and they came and they whatever. I made Pam and her friend watch it one night. I don't know why. So you want to see a good movie? It's really not a good movie, and they're like, "Why the?" Like Pam is like rolling her eyes at me the whole time. She's like, "Why the fuck are we watching this?" I was like, "I don't know. I think it's funny." Like, you guys think this is funny? They're like, "No, this is terrible." I was like, "What?" You know? It is a really like fucked up movie.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, I recommend you watch it.
Yeah, I might pass. Wow, I saw Big Swole, formerly of AEW, in the audience.
Wow.
I know, right? Did the AEW crossover people wanted?
Look at Dom.
Right.
Is he gonna come and beat the shit out of Mysterio?
I don't know. He can't break character and be there.
Yeah, he should like. They're not gonna. I mean, that's pretty classless if they do that, right?
I mean, dude, it would add to the character. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck it. Have Dom come and split his head open, rip the mask
yeah,
off too while you're at it.
dude, they had Undertaker come back out during WrestleMania and do a little like, you know, wave or whatever. Like, he can come back out and do a wave. Man, I don't even have the sound on. I can just see Conan going.
I know what he's saying. He's definitely getting himself over too. He's loving being in front of a WWE crowd.
Oh yeah, because he owns AAA, right?
I don't know if he owns it. He runs it.
Yeah, he's definitely heavily involved.
Oh my god! Shut up already, bro. I have him on mute. I'm waiting for this guy to. I gotta listen here. Wow, I literally just unmuted it at the perfect time.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's Liv wearing the hat? Okay, I was trying to figure out who that was. Wow. Dom, they just have Dom looking all awkward Johnson over there.
Yeah, by the way. Look at these outfits. Who's on the purple? Is that Liv Morgan?
That's what I was saying. That's what I was like. Who's in the purple?
Looks like a fucking idiot.
Hey, man, I ain't mad. Bo Dallas, a lucky man.
There's Cody with Triple H, huh? Interesting.
Shocking. I just remember Cody destroying the throne.
Look at Dom. Like, why did he even have Dom on camera? Like, you know, like.
I don't know. Why don't they have Dom get up and leave?
Why don't they have Dom go and hit him with a chair? They'll probably do some shit like backstage afterwards. He kicks the shit out of him or something.
We'll see. So, do you think this is Ray's, fancy mask attire?
Yeah, it looks pretty fancy.
So this is like.
Wow, even that guy's taller than Ray.
So is this like Ray's last year or something?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. He still looks great. He's in great shape. He slowed down a bit, but still puts on good matches. He wears a mask, so he could do this probably another 4 or 5 years. But he'll probably want to hang it up soon.
Oh yeah, it has to. They probably pay him pretty well though to stay.
Yeah.
They hang on to what nostalgia they have because no one else really has that currently.
No.
That umph. This rhinestone mask is wild.
Yeah, it's a sick mask. I want that mask. I'd wear that.
Yeah, dude, you should get a Sports Cards and More Lucha mask.
Yeah, I should. Well, what am I? Yeah, maybe I'll wear it during the streams.
That's James's gimmick, right?
Yeah, I can't steal a gimmick. My gimmick is putting the cards on my cat's head now and running auctions on them.
There you go.
No one else is doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing this thing, Ralph, called the Shui Nostalgia Card Museum, and it'll just be, and it's just gonna be all my PC cards that you're not allowed to buy, since people seem to like to do that.
So. Oh, like when they gaslight you and like, oh, you think you're gonna get that? Oh, nice try. That's not for sale. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. It's like, you mean the thing that I have on stream during my show where I'm selling stuff? You think that's on sale?
Yeah. Oh, fuck me. I'm sorry to even ask.
Right, yeah. Like, I remember someone had it as the picture on their show, and I went in, I'm like, oh, how much is that? Like, oh, it's not for sale. And I'm like, then why do you have it as the picture show?
Oh, shit. He left.
Yeah, right. I saw him leave. I didn't want to ruin it for you. I love how it's like, we love you so much, Ray, that we hate your son.
You know, I think that's a waste. You know, they should have had him attack him. If not, don't even show him on screen. Like what? Like just let him just have his speech.
I don't know. I would have had Dom just leave when Ray was walking in, if you're gonna have him leave.
Yeah.
You know, just like everyone stands up, Dom stands up. Ray tries to get the handshake or something. Dom just leaves.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. This is a gimmick at the end of the day. It's all bullshit. Isn't Doink in the Hall of Fame? Did Doink make it?
I don't know. Let's check.
Enough of the licking. What are you doing? Stop.
At the cat or the dog?
The dog. She's like licking and doing all this crap.
I don't think he is. It says Booker T wants him to be the original to be inducted.
Oh, he should be in it.
Wait. Is it? I don't know. Maybe? Yeah, I think he is. Hold on. This is like way too much searching. I don't feel like doing it.
He ain't in the Hall of Fame. It's fucking Doink.
Oh my god, it's still crazy to me. Bischoff had this guy take his mask off.
Yeah, Doink was good.
When I rewatched like old Raw, I actually liked Doink.
Doink and Dink.
Before I watched it, I was like, "Yeah, this seems dumb." And then I watched it, I'm like, "Yeah, Doink's not bad." You know, he's entertaining at least.
Yeah. What's up, Punk?
Especially with some of the lame ass gimmicks they had back then.
I miss some of those gimmicks.
Oh yeah, where it felt like the Village people were wrestling every week.
The what?
The Village people. You know, the guys who sing the YMCA.
Yeah, they wrestled.
I mean, essentially, dude, they all were like, that's how it looked like all the wrestlers. You know, there'd be a construction worker and a fireman and a police officer and
yeah.
a dentist and like all this dumbass like occupational gimmicks.
The baseball player, the MVP.
You know, I'm a hockey player who was so rough I got kicked out of the league.
Yeah.
Cool.
The goon.
Yeah, or what'd you call it? The fucking mastodon or whatever the fuck that was. It's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, whose idea is this?
The Oddities were good.
There you go. I don't know.
Remember the Oddities?
Is that the one with Callis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Don Callis. He's not bad. The guy can talk. The guy can talk. I'm not going to say he's the Grace Howard, I know we're not talking about AEW, but I do like the pairing of him and Kenny together when Kenny was heel. I thought Don did a good job.
I like Don. I heard he cracked his skull open.
He did.
They can't even do that right in AEW, huh?
Damn, bro. Dude, all I'm saying is
working place, sloppy shop.
All I'm saying is, dude, is watch that Andre the Giant Battle Royale. That shit was Slop City.
Well,
that's gonna be all over Botchamania.
Nah, not WWE.
Never.
Yeah, Eugene was a gimmick too.
Oh yeah, that's funny. I showed them that Grayson Waller 1-of-1 I got today in the Facebook group chat. Which, by the way, if you're still watching later on replay, join the Shway Nostalgia Facebook group. And the guy was like, "What? They didn't have any Eugene autos?" I'm just like, "Damn, guys."
Eugene was a great character.
Yeah, I love how I was listening to something to wrestle with recently, and Bruce Pritchard was trying to defend Eugene as the character. He's like, Eugene was over. People really liked Eugene.
He was over.
I always thought it was pretty cringe. Not my shtick.
Well, it worked. But I think we're gonna get off the stream and get out of here and get ready for WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
But before I go, do you have any cool streams coming up?
Yeah, dude, I got the FTOL first off the line Prism.
Wow.
I believe that should be on Tuesday. Pretty much whenever I get it, I'm gonna start my stream, and then I got Women's Division 2020 case break. I know you have a 2023 Prism break coming up as well, though, right, champ?
yeah. Next, the 6th, I think.
Nice. Yeah, man, and guys, if you're new to the stream, Ralph always gets the newest product a day or two early, so definitely make sure to follow him and check out that break, man, so you can get the leg up, and he ships it out quick too, so you might be able to get that nice return on investment sooner rather than later.
Yeah, you might be able to sell that Sol Ruca for $50-$60 before it bottoms out at $3 a week later.
Oh yeah, dude, fucking I don't know. I've been getting asked about Sol Ruca. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see with all these new people coming out as autos, who's the chase and who's not. Sol Ruca is definitely someone I've been asked about with Nikita and Tiffany and some of them having autos finally.
Ava Rain's going to be a big one.
I think so too. Ava, the Rock's daughter, Reigns.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. I really hope, at some point they do some kind of factions within the bloodline. I think adding Rikishi in at some point would be cool. Whenever they decide to do whatever it is with Solo for him as a solo wrestler will be interesting. Even possibly having Rikishi manage him for a bit. I don't know. That could be cool. It'd be nice to bring in some of these old other parts of the bloodline. That's another reason about, when you originally were talking about Roman, it's just like, I still feel like that Rock match is still there at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's past. If they didn't do it this year in Hollywood, which would have made perfect sense, I don't think they're going to do it.
Yeah, it would have made the most sense by far.
I think that ship sailed. I don't think he wants to do it. He doesn't need to do it.
Oh, Rock doesn't need to do shit.
Yeah, it's only if he wants to do it. And, he's got so many movies and stuff. These studios, they're not going to risk having The Rock wrestle a match. I mean, his stock is so much higher than it was, 6-7 years ago when he wrestled Cena. It was a long time. So.
No, that's true. He doesn't need shit,
He doesn't need shit.
Yeah.
So he'll only do it if he wants to do it. And I'm sure he does want to do it. He just can't. He's just contractually he cannot do it.
Yeah, if he gets injured, because didn't he get injured one of the previous times he came back?
Yeah, he fucked something up.
So it's just like I'm sure that doesn't help the cause because if he gets hurt, that's definitely movies on pause, blah blah blah. So
yeah, he'd have to do it if like his schedule was completely free.
Hey, if they promised the XFL on NBC, he'd probably do it.
Yeah, probably.
But all right, Ralph, appreciate your time, man. We'll definitely have to pop in one of these again. And I'm serious. I think the reviewing a TV show should be kind of funny.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we should do that. We gotta think of something we both watch.
Well, I think also it'd be kind of funny for me to watch one of those Love Is Blind type shows that I don't normally watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or something else that you do watch, because it'd be funny as someone who doesn't watch that shit to give you my opinion.
Yeah, they implemented a glory hole in this year's season, so it's
What?
No. That was one of my ideas watching. I was just telling Pam. I was like, it'd be interesting. She's like, what? Like, if they put a glory hole in here. And she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know. I just think it'd be fun. Like, I don't know. It would just be funny to see a little blur come out through the other side. And be
Well, there you go, Ralph. You can pitch that to Pornhub.
No, well, I don't watch that stuff. But, all right. Well, on that note, I guess I'll go to sleep. Well, not sleep, but
right.
Feed the cat.
There you go. That's what they call it these days. So I'm going to finish my canes. But thanks, Ralph. Thanks, everyone.
You got it. Happy WrestleMania weekend. So
yeah. Happy WrestleMania to you, pal.
Yeah.
All right. Night, everyone.